Hey guys, it's Hinda and welcome to Cooking Fantasies. In today's video, we're going to be making the most delicious crème brûlée or crème brûlée, however you prefer to pronounce it. It is one of the most delicious and beautiful desserts, yet very easy to make. I personally like a very creamy crème brûlée and I love how it contrasts with the crunchy burnt sugar. And if you like your crème brûlée to be a little bit more firm or in a flan-like or pudding-like texture, you could also easily get that texture using this very same recipe. And I will be explaining you throughout the video what you could do different or what you should change to achieve different textures. And like always, I will be leaving you down in the description box all the ingredients you're going to need in both grams and cups measurements, so let's get started. It is honestly one of the easiest things you can make, so we're going to need 2 mixing bowls. In one of the bowls, you're going to mix the egg yolks with 2 whole eggs, the sugar and the vanilla infused sugar. You can skip the vanilla infused sugar and add only the vanilla extract. It's up to you, but I really like the vanilla flavor in the vanilla flavored sugar. Now give everything a quick whisk, just kind of mixing all the sugar with the eggs and leave it on the side. To the second mixing bowl, add the whipping cream or the heavy cream, the milk and the vanilla extract. Now it is important that these ingredients are in room temperature. If they are cold or right out of the fridge, you can warm them slightly in a microwave or on your stove, but not cook them. Just warm them a little bit and then proceed. Now going back to my first mixture of eggs and sugar, it had about a couple of minutes to sit, which allows the sugar to kind of start melting or softening. And now I'm gonna whisk everything together for about 5 or 4 minutes until the color starts lightening. And now add the milk, whipping cream and vanilla extract mixture to this eggs and sugar mixture. And this is why you don't want this milk and whipping cream to be too warm. Make sure that it's not too warm, not very cold neither, and then whisk everything together to combine. You don't need to overmix, just 1 minute or 2 are enough to combine everything. And then you want to use a strainer to sieve your mixture. This will help you get the most creamy texture and will also help you get rid of all the eggs particles that didn't mix well, as you see here in the video. And now I'm gonna already start filling my ramequins. So I'm using here this kind of deep dish ramequins. You can use also the flat ones. You will only need to adjust your cooking time. And I'm gonna be filling my ramequins all the way to the top, or as much as you can. It doesn't really matter, but this recipe calls for 4 portions. You can double it if you need to make more. The oven should be preheated to 150 degrees Celsius. That's about 302 degrees Fahrenheit. And here the cooking or the baking time depends on how deep the dishes you are using are, and also what is the texture you're looking for. So for a more creamy texture, you're gonna need to bake them between 25 and 30 minutes. And I will show you afterwards how to know if they are ready. And if you want a more firm texture, you're gonna need to bake them for up to 35 minutes. Since we will be baking the crème brûlée in a Bain Marie, you're going to place the ramequins in a baking tray that's deep enough to contain water, and then add enough lukewarm water to cover until about the half of the ramequins. If you're going for a creamy texture, you're going to need to add water that's a little bit above room temperature. Never use cold water. And if you are going for a more firm pudding-like texture or flan-like texture, then go ahead and add boiling water. This will speed up the baking process, and so you will only bake it for 35 minutes and the result will be a more firm pudding. When you open the oven and move the ramequins, it will be still jiggly in the middle. This is good. It means they are already cooked or baked. They just need more time to sit. I like mine very creamy, like I said, so I already take them out after 30 minutes. You can leave them for another 5 or up to 10 minutes even if you want a more firm texture. I'm repeating this all the time. And then we're going to remove them from the hot water to stop the cooking process and allow them to totally cool before we're going to be adding the sugar crust. Once they are totally cool, I also place them in the fridge for a couple of hours before proceeding. So now take the brown, I prefer the brown sugar, but you can use any kind of sugar you have in hand. Also white sugar works fine. Then add about 2 to 3 teaspoons of the sugar to cover the whole surface of the cream. It doesn't need to be a very thick layer, neither a thin one, just enough to cover everything that it nicely burns. You can do this right away or wait till you want to enjoy it or serve it. Then you use a torch to burn all the sugar. I don't have the appropriate or the best torch out there, so it is quite slow. If you have an appropriate torch, like a kitchen tool, you might want to be careful because it does burn quite quickly. And it's better to keep some distance, don't go too close to the sugar, and then caramelize as much as you like it. The browner it is, the more crunchy it will be. And all what's left to do now is share and enjoy. Don't forget to check the description box for the exact amount of the ingredients and also the adjusted baking time for different textures. And if you're wondering where the fourth ramekin is, it didn't make it, it's already eaten. That's how good it is. I thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell for more delicious recipes, and see you soon in a new video. Happy baking!